feels like time is kind of running out here in a way with just how wild and insane everything just keeps getting more and more and more wild and insane. It's like things just keep getting crazier and crazier and crazier, and it's like, where's the breaking point going to be? You know, and what does that even mean? What does that look like, a breaking point? Like, what does that look like? I don't think anybody has a clue. So it's like me making my videos and speaking and saying things and whatever I talk about on here. I know that it comes off as crazy to some people and just absolutely insane and complete bullshit, and I'm totally lost, I'm going to hell, or, you know, what are you even talking about, dude? You're a super weird, wacky spiritual guy. Like, okay, you did too many plant medicines. Okay, whatever. I get it. I understand that people will have that point of view on me. But, like, I know without a shadow of a doubt that I have a deeper understanding of true reality than most people. And that is a fact to me. I understand that very clearly. So it's like I feel this moral obligation. There's like this duty to like talk about these things. I probably don't talk about this stuff nearly as much as I should, because if more people got and understood the things that I'm trying to say, the messages that I'm trying to communicate, the memes I share, all the little things that I repost and share on social media, if people really understood that stuff, the world would get better, because it starts with the individual person. It doesn't start anywhere else. It does not start anywhere outside of yourself. There's no change outside of yourself that you're going to affect that's going to make any difference other than the change that you make inside of yourself. That's it. That's it. Ram Dass said, I can do nothing for you but work on myself, and you can do nothing for me but work on yourself. And that is the truth. The healing that needs to take place in our world starts in the heart of each individual. The line between good and evil runs down the center of every man's heart. Viktor Frankl said that. That is the truth. Okay? And most people have never spent even a minute considering the darkness and the evil that they produce and that they add to the world. They think, oh, I would never have been a Nazi prison guard. You have no clue. You probably would have been. If you're saying that you wouldn't have been, the chances that you would have been are way higher, because you're completely unaware of your own darkness. This, you know, it sounds whatever hard. I don't care how it sounds. It just is what it is. There's an awareness level that very few people have about reality and God. Like, people completely misunderstand God. They completely misunderstand Jesus, Yeshua. And nobody's going to want to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that, because everybody thinks they know for sure, that they know the right thing. And then, you know, you don't. The understanding of God that the church gives us, that religion gives us, is completely fake, false, misleading. It's an illusion, it's delusional, it's confusing, and it separates people from God more than brings them close to God. If you want to have no connection to God, be in a religion. Okay? That's true. I know this. I was a Christian. I was deep in the religious mindset. You know, I would give my testimony and talk about Jesus and how the only way to avoid hell, you know, and it's like the whole thing was based on fear anyway. It's like, avoiding hell, that's the main point of Christianity, is to avoid hell. Hell doesn't exist. It exists right now, right here, in the present moment, in our daily actions and the little things that we do and don't do. We create hell or we create heaven. That's it. There's no eternal place of damnation, fire, where you're going to go and burn forever. That's not the truth. That is a lie. That is fear designed to manipulate you into believing something that actually separates you from God. Okay? And that's a strong thing to say, right? Nobody's going to want to hear that, except for the ones who are ready to hear it. except for the people who can hear it. The lips of wisdom are sealed except to the ears of understanding. That is a quote from the Kybalion, an incredible masterpiece of a book that deeply describes and accurately describes the laws of nature, the 7 Hermetic principles. There are certain truths that we can understand, but from the point of absolute truth, from the standpoint of absolute truth, none of this is real. And that's like, what? What do you say? What? Yeah, from the point of absolute truth, none of this is real. From the point of relative truth, it's very real. It's everything. It's like my job as being somebody who has awareness is to help bring awareness to other people. Okay, because I've somehow in my life, the many lives that I have lived, I've somehow gotten to the point where I have a deeper understanding of things. It doesn't make me better, it doesn't make me worse, it doesn't make me anything. It just is where I'm at on my path. It's just where I'm at on my path, plain and simple. And everybody's at their own stage on the path, and it's all perfect and all good and all right. It's all okay wherever you're at on the path. If you need a religion to break the surface, to help you gain a foundational understanding of God and ethics and morals, then okay, that's fine. But it's the clinging and it's the absolute surety that makes that is where the error is. That's where the error comes from all of this absolute surety. And I know I'm saying this from a point of absolute sureness, and it's like, but I've done the work. I've gone to the deep places within myself. I've literally gone to hell multiple times to learn this, to know this. This is from experience. This is not from my grandpa told my dad and my dad told me. No, it's not what this is. It's not what this is at all. When you don't have experience and you're talking from a place like you do, that is what creates separation. That's what creates so much ignorance. It's the root of the problem. There's no humility. There's no real humility. It's like, we gotta have humility. We're puny little human beings right now. Also, we're super powerful little human beings right now. It's like we're both. It's like the law of paradox. Everything is a paradox. It's like all truths are half false. All truth is but half true. It's like, how do you reconcile that? You can't unless you do the deep work, unless you think about this stuff and contemplate this stuff for long periods of time. Okay? And what you get to is that you realize, like, oh, it's just all of it's spiritual. There's no like, this material world isn't like it. The whole thing is spirit. It's like, it's all spiritual. The money and the anger and the problems and all of this stuff that that we deal with, that we think is like distractive and like, whatever is separating us from God. No, it's all part of it. It's all part of it. It's all leading us on our path to deeper understanding. And it's like, the idea of reincarnation. You cannot get all of these lessons that you need to get in one lifetime. There's no way. So of course you're going to come back and come back and come back and come back until you start to actually get it. And then you slowly ascend up the ladder to the point where you become a Yeshua, you become a Buddha, you become a Krishna, you become an enlightened being that knows truth on a relative plane, right? Because we cannot understand absolute truth. Neti, not this, not that. It points to the idea that you cannot point directly at the truth. You can only point away from it. You can say it is not that, it is not that, it is not that, it is not that. But you can't point right at it because it's too big, it's too small. It's like, you can't, it's beyond. It is beyond. And we get lost in our ignorance, thinking that we can cram truth down into one book or into one idea or into one sentence or into one this or one that. We cannot. And it's okay. It's not, truth is too big. It's not supposed to be crammed down into this little thing. Not by any stretch of the imagination. And it's like, somehow we've been duped into thinking that like, that's how it works. And like, you gotta know, man. You know, and I know because my dad told me and my grandpa told me, and we know. And it's like, you don't know shit. You don't know shit. And that's okay. It's okay. But like we can't perpetuate the bullshit. We have to stop the bullshit. We have to wake up and cut off the bullshit and not make more of it. That is like, that's the whole game. We gotta come up and out of the ignorance. We'll do it. We're doing it. It's all getting there. We'll do it.